Welcome back, guys. 1.06 has just gone live, so I'm going to be starting a proper full campaign. So hopefully we won't have any future updates that are going to wipe the save, which is why I've been waiting until it goes live. Because before there was a save wipe virtually every day, which made a long war pretty difficult to achieve. Okay, so we're going to be doing the same strategy as normal and building a torpedo boat as our main form of attack in the first 5 years of the game. Gun accuracy is so bad in the first 5 years that torpedoes are the way forward, in my opinion. Come on. There we go. So I recommend putting a gun on either end of the ship on the torpedo boat, just to help with balancing issues. So the first thing we're going to want, or need really, is fast torpedoes. Without fast torpedoes, you're going to struggle. So that's about as good as we're going to get, 0.6. Suppose I could bring this in a bit closer to reduce the pitch a bit, but well, we can try it. Nah, sod it. That's plenty good enough. I'm only really using this as a torpedo boat primarily, so the pitch isn't really important. Okay, so we've got 275 on the weight. Now, what we can do is just reduce these two to reduce the flash fire chance. So I recommend doing that. It also reduces the weight considerably, so we can put this up to 29, I believe. I don't really think you can go much higher. Oh, we can go quite a bit higher actually. Looks like they might have changed this. Nice. Wow, that's fast. Okay. That's a fast ship. So we've got a fast ship with 6 torpedo tubes and 2 fairly decent guns on. So yeah, that's not a bad ship. So like I say, the main thing we want is to research fast torpedoes. So until that happens, I don't want to be getting into any battles if I can help it. So obviously we haven't started the campaign yet, so let's build some ships. I reckon 150 will be plenty. I can't quite reach 150, but let's go for 40, 80, 120. That should be plenty. 120 ships. Ah, sod it. Let's go for the full amount. Okay. Start campaign. So we're going to be setting our priorities on torpedo propulsion, just to get the fast torpedoes as soon as possible. We're going to be increasing this ready for later on down the line when we get some Dreadnoughts. I don't particularly need much in the way of crew training. But we can keep it relatively high. We don't need the monthly balance for anything else right now. Okay, so I'm not going to set my ships as task forces at the moment, because I don't want to get into a fight. So I'm just going to remain in port for a while. Well, this is strange. You don't normally get long loading times this early on in the campaign. Right, so we've got positive relations with the British Empire, so that's good. Right, what are we doing here? If we go on fleet and we click on here, we can set these to limited, which reduces the cost by half. It's not entirely necessary, but we may as well do it, seeing as we're not actually trying to get in any battles at the moment. So set everybody to limited, gives us that little bit more finances. So we may as well just put it into crew training. So for the first, it's about 2 years until you get fast torpedo tech. Maybe a little bit less than that, 1.5. So until we get that, we're just going to be chilling. Right, what have we got here? Right, naval budget +2. I was hoping that they would have reduced this, but it seems as if they haven't. So we're going to test how overpowered it is by taking the naval budget increases every turn, or every time they come up, I should say, just because I want to see how much you get with the Austro-Hungarian Empire. I know how much you get with the British Empire, so I'm curious to see how much you get with the Austro-Hungarian Empire. 300k, that's a lot. Right, okay, fair enough. It's a shame they haven't reduced that, but it is what it is. So we're going to take the naval budget every time. Let's give us another 150k. Let's give us another 250k, so our naval budget, or monthly balance I should say, is going to be rather large if we keep getting these naval budget increases. Right, so we're going to test out this plus GDP. Now there was, I don't know whether it's a bug or if it's retroactive, I don't actually know, but this was reducing the amount of monthly balance in the beta, so we're going to test it. And it increased it, so they fixed that. Fantastic. And we've got our fast torpedo propulsion, so that's great. Okay, now we can refit our ship. And now we can start looking for fights. Now, we do want to increase the range of these torpedoes, so they're not going to be particularly effective at the range that they're at. So if we have a little look, at the moment they are only 0.6 kilometers. We want to get that to 2 kilometers really. So at 0.6 they're still obviously good, but you're going to take a few more casualties trying to get that close to the enemy. So we're going to leave it on torpedo propulsion just until we get 2 kilometers. But now we're going to go start looking for fights. Ahaha, we need to take everyone off limited. Ah, of course, they're all refitting, I haven't skipped a turn yet. Unfortunately, we're not building up any tension while we're in the Western Mediterranean. It's a bit of an issue. And we're not building up any tension in the North Atlantic either. Okay. Maybe we're going to have to go pick a fight with the British. I'm going to leave these here for now, just in case it changes. So we've got a bit of an issue here. We can't seem to build up any tension with anybody. The only people that are left are the Germans, so let's see. I doubt putting them in the Irish Sea will do anything, but we can always try. That's all of the different seas then, apart from the Baltic. So let's see what happens. Still nothing. That's a problem. Right, well, we've got a problem here. I never struggled starting battles or wars in the beta patch, but for some reason, nothing I'm doing is growing the tension. So there's a potential reason of they might have changed it so torpedo boats don't build tension. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to design a battleship with the sole purpose of trying to build some tension. I have no idea if it's going to work or not. There's only one way to find out. Oh. So I'm reducing the shell size and the shell ammo just to reduce the flash fire chance as much as possible. Right, what have we got in terms of speed? 17.6. Right then, I think that'll do for now. It's going to be a crap ship regardless, because gun accuracy is terrible in this era, but its sole purpose is to see if we can grow some tension. So we've got some aft weight offset here, so let's see if we can just balance that out. Right, it's only going to be a small amount, so 0.4 is not going to make much difference at all, really. So it's going to take a few months to build this ship, unfortunately. So it's not an ideal start to the campaign, that's for sure. Well, let's have a quick look at the finances. 3 million. So I can build approximately 6, which is pretty much what I wanted. Because I could do with 1 for each sea zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So would have been nice to have 7 to put one in the Irish Sea, but that will do for now. So for the time being, I'm just going to bring these back. See if I can start a fight with the French or the Italians. And that's not a good sign. They haven't been involved in any wars and they're already cocking up their economy. Oh dear.